Now, let's do our first lesson, the verb to be. Listen to me carefully. I'm Louise. I'm English. I'm from Cambridge, and I'm your teacher. You're my student, and you're here to learn the English language, and you're very intelligent, I'm sure. He, let's look, he is my boyfriend. He's Mexican, he's a jazz musician, and he's very good looking. She, yes, she is my puppy. She's Suki, she's a Jack Russell Terrier, and she's lovely. Suki, she. Now yes, it's a hat. It's a big hat. It's a Japanese hat, okay? Now we're a team, and we're here to learn the language together. And you're my students. They're my CDs, they're music CDs, and they're very expensive. So, all the things that I said then had the verb to be. So let's look at the verb to be. Here we are. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, and they are. Now, when we speak in English, we contract the form so that I am becomes I'm. You are becomes your. He is becomes he's, she is, she's, it is, it's, we are, we're, you are, you're, they are, there, okay? So there is quite a difficult pronunciation. There, they are there. Now, let's look at the sentences. I'm your teacher. You're my student. He's good looking. She's a puppy. It's a Japanese hat. We're a team. You're interested, and they're very good. Now, let's continue with our lesson about the verb to be, but this time we're going to study the negative form. So listen to me again. I'm not English. I'm Welsh. You know Wales? Scotland, England, Wales. I'm Welsh. And I'm not a teacher. I'm a singer. You know a singer? La da 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 da. Huh? But don't worry. Now, you aren't fluent in English yet. You aren't fluent, but you will be. Now he, my boyfriend, he isn't rich, he isn't famous, and he isn't tall, but he's still wonderful. She, yes, she isn't a pedigree, and she isn't very obedient, but she's smashing. This hat, it isn't very practical. It isn't very practical, is it? Now, we aren't friends yet, but we will become friends. So we aren't. They aren't English music, and they aren't cheap. Okay, so those are examples of the verb to be in the negative. And now it's time to move to our language screen where we can study the grammar together. Now, like in the positive form, we have a contraction in the negative. Let's look at the negative. I am not. You are not. He is not. She is not. It is not, we are not, you are not, they are not. Now, to contract those, when we speak, we say, I'm not English. You aren't. You see that? Aren't, are not, aren't. Difficult pronunciation. You aren't worried. He isn't famous. She isn't obedient. It isn't comfortable. We aren't relatives. You aren't fluent. And they aren't cheap. So the difficulty here is the pronunciation of are not, which is aren't. Okay? Aren't. Good. Nationalities and countries. And to help me do this, I'm going to use my CDs. Let's have a look. Now, Brazilian samba. Fantastic. This is from Brazil, the Brazilian samba. Yeah. What about this? Spanish flamenco. This is Spanish flamenco from Spain. Next one. Irish folk music. Very interesting. Irish folk music from Ireland. Next, Italian opera from Italy. Yeah. Cool American jazz from America. And here we have French romantic music from France. And then unusual Chinese music. Unusual Chinese music from China. So, those were nationalities and countries. Let's now go to our language screen and look at those words together. Now, if you look, on the left you can see the countries, and on the right you will see the nationalities or the languages, because they are the adjectives. All right? Let's look together. So, Australia is the country. Australian is the nationality. Brazil is the country. Brazilian is the nationality or language, for example. China, Chinese. England, English. France, French. Italy, Italian. Japan, Japanese. Portugal, Portuguese. Spain, Spanish. Switzerland, Swiss. The United States, American. Okay, so those are some of the more important countries and nationalities. Good, so we've studied the verb to be and countries and nationalities, and this is the end of our first lesson. See you soon. Bye.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.